Young from Canadian Trucking Magazine here in Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. I am here with Chris Barber and Bridget Belton. We're working on it here. So yes, I'm going to do a quick interview with them, and we're going to start with me asking a question to Chris.
Yep.
So how many estimated trucks would you say there's here?
I would say anywhere from probably 500 to 1,000. It ranges up and down on a daily basis. We don't really have an exact figure because it changes by the minute. Guys are coming and going.
Okay. And how much is it costing the trucks, would you say, to be here now being a week into this?
We're probably fuel cost right now, roughly $50 a day in fuel cost, idling, average. As for meal costs, we can't. The people of this country have been amazing for meals and food. They've fed us generously the whole week. So.
Oh, nice. And how are the people of Ottawa reacting to our presence?
Positively. And Toronto's Sun reported that crimes in the city have gone down since we arrived.
Wonderful. And what do you have to say to the people that are complaining about the noise?
I have done everything I can with law enforcement the last number of days to try and calm the trucks and adhere to a curfew for horns, get people off the residential areas. We're doing what we can. There's just so many people here. The police have said we've done things very, very civil and been very respectful. We've shoveled walks. We've tried so hard to work with law enforcement here to keep everybody quiet.
And, I'm sorry we're here. We'd all like to go home and get back to our lives. Unfortunately, that's not in the cards for us right now because I can't go anywhere. I'm either here or I'm sitting at home, and sitting at home's not going to help me make my point across.
Right.
And so what do you guys want to hope to come out of all this?
We'd like the government to speak with us a little bit. The Canadians have raised a lot of concerns and they stand behind us. I would like to think our government officials, our elected officials, would be willing to listen to what we have to say.
Okay, now I'll bring you to my next question. And why should the MPs inside should come and speak with us?
They were elected officials, and judging by the crowds I see here today, there's a lot of people here. We all have that same thing. We've asked the question and we've got no answer yet from the government. So.
And we're from all provinces. It's not just one place. This is across Canada. They are here and they're asking for the attention of the politicians and the MPs and the MPPs. They want us to have a conversation with them and restore Canada back to pre-COVID measures.
Okay, right on. And so what message to the Canadians and politicians would you like to get out there?
The sooner you meet with us, the sooner we can all go home.
All right. That says it all. And it's that simple.
Yep, it is actually very simple.
Yeah.
We've been called every name in the book by our elected officials, especially on the left side. Some of the rhetoric they've used here about average hardworking Canadian people is disgusting. You should be ashamed of yourself. I can't believe you actually hold an office chair calling somebody the names you've called us.
Yeah. And last but not least, what can those who can't make it to Ottawa do from home to support the movement?
Boy, well, we've got people all across Canada that are heading to their local, their legislative buildings. They're having their own protests all the place. People are donating. People are supporting us no matter any way they can, and we see it and we appreciate it.
Right on. Okay, guys. Well, that was Chris and Bridget that had the pleasure of taking the time to meet with us here at Canadian Trucking Magazine. And we just want to thank you guys truly from the bottom of our hearts for what you guys are doing.
Thanks, Canada.
Appreciate it.
Dominoes are falling all the way across this country. Parliament's divided right now. MPs on the Liberal side are kind of walking away. Mandates are being lifted certain places. So to say that we're not doing our job out here would be an understatement. They're trying to go after our funding as much as possible, but if anybody knows me, it's never been about the funds. I'll find the money to get home. I'll get the money to get more trucks out here if we have to.
Okay, well, thank you so much for meeting with us, Chris, and I will attach that link for anyone wondering how to donate, where they can actually still access their funds.
Remember, guys, be safe, be peaceful. This has always been about peace. No matter how aggressive the police get with us, don't get aggressive back. Smile.
So here we have James, Big River, and yeah, thank you very much for meeting with me today.
Monique.
And yeah, I just was wondering, like, maybe you could share with everyone the experience you've had along the way, like in the small towns, and just, you know, kind of share your story and where you were from.
Yeah, I'm from Big River, Saskatchewan, 3,400 kilometer trip. We hammered it out in 3 days to catch up to the convoy. We had some work we had to do, so got out late, and of course the town wanted to do a shout out to us in the morning and have a little parade out, so we had to wait till Wednesday morning. We got here, and the whole way here we hadn't had too much support through Regina and stuff. There's only 3 honks through us as we flew our flags through, and it kind of, we were wondering what we're doing here, if we were even worth coming or nothing. But once we caught up to the convoy, we kind of drove day and night, and once we caught up to them and we left St. Sue Marie, I walked into Flying J in the morning, and there was about 60 guys in there, and they're all blue collar guys, working guys. And I walked in there, and I've never told 70 men that I love them, first of all, because I walked in there and the emotions to see everybody's faces and nobody wearing a mask was just, I thought I was the only one in this fight, and to see that and the brotherhood was just amazing, right? Well, pulls on the old heartstrings. And so once we got out of there, we took on the hammer, and it's the first time I've been on a convoy, so learning the rules as we go. And I ended up we got an inside guy with us, so he got us in there. I think we were 4th or 6th out of the group, out of those, so that was pretty cool. Yeah, and on the way on the road down, we behind because there's so many people and everybody wanted to stop and talk, and we were getting behind, so we're trying to catch up and make our deadlines and stuff, because I'm trying to stay safe out there and be on our logbooks and keep everything legit. And we were getting through Sudbury, and 12 to 15 kilometers long, guys on the side of the road, 2 and 3 deep, in every intersection, hundreds of people on the side of the roads that are cheering with their flags, and then it's minus 30 out there and the wind blowing, and they've been waiting for us for hours. If you made eye contact with somebody, I had to stop looking for a while, because you make eye contact with something, and all of a sudden they're braking and I'm braking and I'm trying to drive the road, and yeah, so it was pretty good. I lost my voice because I was hollering out the window, freedom, like Braveheart there, so all the way down here, so I could hear it. But this is so important to Canada, and to get together and to be united, is to walk up on these streets. Like, I'm hearing all these stories, and it's just, it's heartbreaking.
Pleasure of getting to know Rooster, one of the road captains, and he's gonna take it over from here. Where did you guys travel from?
We traveled from Red Deer, Alberta. Yeah, Red Deer, Alberta.
All right, and that's quite the ways. I'm gonna give you a quick glance here. We're right downtown here. And what message would you like to get out to everyone?
I think the message that I'd like to get out to everyone is we have to, we've got to squash this narrative that the media, this paid media, is trying to portray, with everything as far as numbers for this COVID. Definitely numbers for the trucks that are down here in Ottawa. I mean, they're trying to belittle this. They're trying to, you know what I mean? I mean, I've seen posts on social media that the trucks have all left, which is a blatant lie. So we basically just got to get it out, you guys. This is for our children. We're fighting for our future right now. Their narrative is it's evil. That's pretty much all I can say about that. It's evil. We got to do our own research, you guys. You got to just stop following the mainstream media that's paid by these people to keep us suppressed. It's basically my message. So we have to spread the truth.
Okay, and now do you know anything that's going along, like with the Coots, like down in that area?
I do. I'm in touch with those guys down there as well. They're holding the line just like we are up here. They're not folding to the police intimidation, same as us. They're fighting for their freedoms just like we are right now, and overwhelming support. There's people on the way to help, steady. So we're not going to go away. Basically, we're not going to go away. It's not happening. We're just not going to give in to this. So,
from Canadian Trucking Magazine, we just really want to thank you.
Thank you, Monique, and keep spreading the truth, please. Keep spreading the truth. This industry needs the truth. This world needs the truth. So, we got to band together, and we got to take our country back.
People that we've seen on the overpasses at 10, 11, midnight, drive into Red Deer, and biggest parade I've seen in a long time, and it's 11:30 and snowing and not nice out. People are sitting there in groves just waiting. So yeah, pretty moving, and it just got bigger and better as we carried on, and yeah, and now it's just phenomenal to see all of Canada get together and stand up for what we believe in, and get to start a movement to encourage the rest of the world to do the same. It's everybody should feel pretty proud to be Canadian. It's pretty phenomenal.
Hi, it's Monique Young again with Canadian Trucking Magazine. I'm here with Jivran. Est-ce que vous parlez français?
Un peu. J'attendais français, mais moved to an English town, so lost a bit of it. It's beautiful to see how many numbers are showing up for this today, and I know that it's only going to get bigger and more support is going to happen. So thank you to everybody out there that is showing up for the truckers, and just keep at it and hold love in your hearts. Don't feed into any hate or negativity that is out there right now, because we are bigger than that, and love wins. Love always wins. Do not fight hate with hate.